I can safely say that I 1,000,000,000% called this. I called it from day one. As soon as Smash DLC became a thing, Steve is going to be a DLC character. Hello everyone, I am the Brain, and welcome back to another video. This is not a Minecraft video, this is not Legend of Zelda video. I don't even know what to classify this under, but it sort of has something to do with Minecraft, and also I'm sort of do anything Nintendo-ish, not really at all, but whatever. I like Smash Brothers and I like Minecraft, okay? Don't judge me. So, there was a new DLC announcement, and for those of you who do not know, it is for Steve, and I will be picking apart this trailer, giving you my thoughts and what have you. So let's get into that. Okay, we can fast forward the countdown, and it starts out with this sort of animation that has nothing to do with anything. It just seems to be a recreation of some sort of just a basic battle. Find it interesting that they included one DLC character in it. And Mario just gets launched and smashes through a dirt wall. And Mario now magically finds himself within the Minecraft world. Okay, and Steve has entered the scene. Steve rocks the block. I find this very interesting that they went with that as Steve's catchphrase. And also, Steve eats multiple times throughout the trailer, which leads me to believe that he will have some sort of healing ability by eating food. And Steve crouches right there, so I also believe that that will be one of his taunts, which may be a little obvious, but okay, let's get into some of the things that are being shown right off the bat. He crouches, that's going to be a taunt, and he uses his sword in a slow-ish motion that I personally believe will be his side smash. And the lava on both sides will very clearly be his down smash. We're already seeing what some of his moves are. And that pickaxe, that golden pickaxe, will be his fair, most likely. Or potentially his nair, but most likely his fair. Fair and nair stand for forward air and neutral air, respectively, for those of you who just like Steve and aren't really that into Smash. And he also has this flint and steel clip right here, and then whatever that is, food right there spawns in, so perhaps one of his specials or his tilts will be a flint and steel, and wherever the fire burns out, a food item will spawn, or that food item could just be there for absolutely no reason. But something to do with flint and steel. And his grab, he will have sort of a tether grab, not really a tether grab, but this also means that he will have the ability to zair, unless it is possible that that's not his basic grab that we're seeing in this shot here, but instead that's his side B, which is a command grab, but I doubt that. I believe that the fishing rod will just be his grab and that he'll have a long-ranged grab. And his up throw, that's the up throw you see there, obviously. So his up throw is going to involve the piston, which I find very interesting. And here is where it began to get insane. When Steve started placing down blocks? What? What is going on here? Okay, now, let's talk about this. And obviously, if you look at the bottom dirt block and the middle oak wood planks, you can see that they've started to have a sort of a mining animation on them, and clearly that means that they will break over time, after a very short time, evidently. And I also personally believe that an attack might speed up the breaking animation timer or whatever, but that's not really confirmed. And also, you see that he's placing multiple different blocks. I don't know if he will have some sort of animation, kind of like Shulk's ability to change his abilities. If you've played Shulk, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Maybe it'll be something like that, or it's possible that maybe it'll just be randomized. I'm not sure. But you see, and he doesn't just pillar up. He also can make a bridge to the side, which I find interesting. So, I'm not sure what's going on here. First of all, it's possible that this has something to do with his dash ability or his jump, but that's incredibly unlikely, and by incredibly unlikely, I mean not at all true. Because we see him jump without placing a block beneath him. So, this could either end up being kind of like a Min situation, where his special is all the same thing no matter what direction you're doing it in. But I do not know. Another potential idea I had was that perhaps his tilts would be replaced with block placing instead of having traditional tilt attacks, which is a lot of times a weaker form of the smash attack, that he would have this block placing ability. And also, when you see them bridging across a little bit earlier, oh, I rewound too much, but when you see them bridging across in the air, you see they're bridging across, perhaps if you diagonally do a down tilt, it will place it beneath you. And the reason I have multiple reasons for not thinking that his aerials are replaced with block placing, because not only, like I already mentioned, we see him do a fair, later in the video he does what I can only assume to be his dare. And also, that I found very interesting, that clip just now. He was mining out the stage, so it seems like the ground on most stages will sort of act as a immediately replenishing block that he can simply mine out. Now, I most likely think that his specials will have a large part to do with his mining. Maybe his down special will mine out the blocks beneath him, and by blocks I mean the stage. And then right here you see him craft, which is very interesting. So he might have some way to upgrade his weapons in the heat of battle, because if you were paying close attention when he was mining out beneath him, he picked up a piece of iron. So now, if he can summon a crafting table to craft that iron into an iron sword, thus upgrading what I can only assume would be his wooden sword, perhaps, into an iron sword, thus making all of his sword-based attacks stronger, I don't know. I do not know. And also, I can only assume, because he at one point mines out a piece of stone instead of iron, as far as I know. I'm trying to rewind a little bit. Okay, we'll just see, he mines up a piece of stone and then a piece of iron, so perhaps it's completely randomized what you mine up. That is most likely the case. And also, he might have some sort of inventory system, I don't know. You see, right there, he placed an anvil below him and went down. That is more likely than not his down air. And then we begin to see what some of his alternate skins will be. And you see, that was a diamond sword right there, so you might be able to upgrade all the way to diamond, but I assume if you're going to get diamond, it's incredibly rare. And for those of you who are in the know with Minecraft and have clicked on this more for Minecraft than for Smash Brothers, or are a double fan like me, you will know that netherite exists. I personally doubt that Steve in this Smash Brothers will have netherite. That's not classic Minecraft. I don't think it's going to happen. I think this is just going to go up to diamond at max. And this right here is incredibly interesting. Steve and Alex on minecart tracks, and the tracks break behind them. I highly doubt that this is going to be their running animation, because that doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. So perhaps their side special will be sort of like a dash attack, a lot like Sonic's is, where you just ride and that sort of thing. And also this, another very interesting thing, places down TNT and then a trail of redstone and a pressure plate, and then activates the TNT, which explodes instantly, or almost instantly, and appears to deal a whole lot of damage. And I have no idea what's going on with that. Perhaps it will be more of like a thing that only a very skilled person can do, that there will be a sort of an inventory thing, while like Hero changing his abilities or Shulk changing his abilities, you can change the block you have in your hand, and if you have the right items in your hand, you can build like you can in Minecraft rather than it being a preset thing. But I kind of find that hard to believe because of how fast that happened. But then again, this is a cinematic trailer. And then you fly off in the distance, which I found incredibly interesting. Part of me doubts that that will be a legitimate thing, but I also doubt that they would put something like that in here for no reason. So maybe there will be a way to fly with an elytra? I don't know. This trailer has left us with more questions than answers. Then Zombie is going to be another alternate skin. And this is pretty random, but I personally really hope that another alternate skin for Steve is Herobrine, because I would love to play as Herobrine. That'd be so fun. And if you look at this shot here, you can see some of their attacks in action, and this is likely the stage, Steve's stage. And there even seems to be a baby zombie, which I have no idea what's going on with that. Maybe that's another thing that happens. Or perhaps this is a unique instance, like I had theorized would happen with Min Min, but didn't, that if you do a different skin, like if you look different, there's actually some different playstyle in-game. But the Enderman skin makes me doubt that, because they made the Enderman short, didn't even make it tall, so I doubt that they would give us one with a smaller hitbox. And that piece of meat that lands on the ground there when Wolf knocks Zombie up into the air, that piece of meat, it's a high-resolution piece of meat, a lot like what we saw when Steve set the ground on fire, and then a high-resolution piece of food landed there, which again doesn't feel like something that fits into Smash Brothers or Minecraft, but I suppose it's possible. I mean, anything is possible at this point. And the Enderman even goes so far as to look at the piece of meat that lands on the ground there, which makes me feel like it's an actual part of the game. But yes, these are just some shots. It appears that the stage might change at some point, or when you select the stage, it'll randomly choose between a biome/season. It also looks like this stage will be incredibly chaotic. And I absolutely love this Final Smash. There's not really much to unbox in this Final Smash, except that it's a giant piston, so that's the sort of hitbox. Also, one thing you might have missed by watching this trailer normal is when when in this battle, if you look towards the left, there's a TNT trap already set up, which explodes. And even before that TNT trap, you can see Steve flying around in an elytra, the one with the basic Steve skin, flying around in an elytra, and then he sets off the TNT and gets hit by it himself, so you can be hit by your own TNT. A lot like Link's bombs are in all iterations of Link. And then Steve eats again, which is the reason I am led to believe that there might be some sort of healing ability that Steve can do to eat a steak and heal up a little bit. And then here, I'm not going to play everything that is said by Sakurai, but basically what he says is he had to recode some of the game to make the blocks function, and he actually says every single stage had to be reworked, and also that he was very careful to make sure that these characters would do justice to the game of Minecraft inside Smash. And also, then he mentions Minecon, so we will be hearing more about this in 2 days in Minecon, which is going to be on October 3rd. Prior to Minecon starting, we will get some more information on these guys, which I absolutely cannot wait for. I am so excited for this. I am so excited for Minecon, and I'm guessing this is why Steve and Alex are coming out now instead of any other time at all, because it feels like Min Min just came out, so I find it a little strange that they would release another DLC character already, but I'm not that used to Smash DLC. I just sort of got into Smash DLC stuff, so they wanted to get this out there before Minecon. I don't know about you, but I personally cannot wait for this DLC. I cannot wait for Minecon. If you are a Minecraft fan, drop a like on this video. But that is about all the time I have for today. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, comment if you have any notes, questions, suggestions for videos, anything you want me to do, or literally just want to say anything. I'll catch you in the next one. This has been The Brain, signing off. Goodbye.